double killer, bringing flavor to you. Deliver heat each week like it was catered to you. If it's real, best believe we gon' relay it to you. If it ain't the truth, I guarantee we ain't gon' say it to you. We use mics like girls use dildos. We gon' keep it coming till it's pouring out your ear holes. Orgasms, yeah, we been giving them. Them trash cans you listen to, get rid of them. Yeah, cause they don't sound like us. And if they do, then they don't break it down like us. They don't clown like us, get around like us. We from the city, but they don't go to town like us. The flavor we been kicking is what you been missing. Although it's free, we gon' make you pay attention. And there's one more thing that we forgot to mention. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and then listen. Bootleg Cable Podcast, flavor in your ear. Bootleg Cable Podcast.
What's up, what's good, people? It's your boy Killer Cal.
What's happening? It's your boy P Double.
Yeah, we back in this thing. It's Bootleg Cable Podcast.
As usual.
Yeah, man, welcome back, and thank y'all for joining us.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. So, Dub, man, talk to me, man. I know you got what's been going on with you, man? You know what I'm saying? You over here trying to work 15 different jobs, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a true Jamaican again, man. What's going on, man?
Well, I told you, man, I think we had a conversation, might have been on air, might have been off air, but
yeah,
I'm on a quest to try to make six figures this year, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And not just for the sake of making six figures. I'm trying to do it because I got goals and I got things that I want to get done.
Yeah.
And I think that this is the year where I want this year to set me up for the rest of my life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's the goal, man.
That's the power move you out here making?
That's the power move I'm out here making. So I want to be able to look back 10 years from now, 20 years from now, however long, and say, you know what, man, 2020 is the year that set this up for me. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So I guess I'm looking at it and speaking metaphorically and say 2020 is the year of vision.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm sure you're not the only one that came up with that cheesy ass line, bro.
Right. I'm trying to see the future, man. So you know, I gotta paint the picture the right way, bro.
Gotta get it, man, because the only one person that could do it for you is you. You know.
Exactly.
So you gotta set yourself up right. I appreciate that, and I appreciate hearing that coming from you, bro, for sure.
Definitely, man.
Yeah, man. So what's going on, man? What else is exciting out here in this world? What do we have for the fans today?
We got a lot for the fans today, man. It's a lot going on, and it's kind of not a lot going on at the same time.
Yeah,
so, you
definitely, man.
We're going to try to make the best of it. And one of the things that's going on is, we live down here in South Florida. You know, the Trick and Trina show kicked off.
You know what? I've been meaning to catch it, man. Have you caught any episodes?
Yeah.
What is it? Is it good listen? Or?
Oh man, straight trash, bro.
Dang, you kind of walked me into that one, bro. I thought you was gonna tell me it was awesome, man.
Straight trash.
Yeah, so,
that shit is garbage, bro.
Damn, that bad.
Yes.
Oh crap.
Yes.
So what's bad about it? Is it they don't have? Is it? Lack of chemistry? Can we see it getting better? Like, or would they have the ability to get it better with, some more time?
I think that they might be able to get it better with some more time, dude, but it just seems like they have nothing to talk about.
Oh, okay.
It seems like this thing was thrown together at the last minute, and we know that it wasn't.
It wasn't, right, because we've been hearing about this for a while. We've been knowing that Ricky Smiley was going over
to Hot 105.
105, take over for the Tom John in the morning show.
Yeah. A lot had to happen to open up this slot for Trick and Trina.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, again, like we said before, the podcast that we did when we spoke about it, yo, man, holla at Bootleg Cable Podcast. Somebody out there tell them.
Tell them, man.
Somebody out there tell them, like, yo, you by yourself can make that show way more entertaining than it is.
Oh, wow.
It's DJ Nasty on there. It's Trina. It's Trick. They got Trick reading the traffic, bro.
Yeah, what the fuck? Trick Daddy trying to read the traffic. So
yes.
It's like,
so yo
out there on the 95.
Yeah.
You got a couple accident over there.
Yeah.
Mofos out there rubbernecking and all that,
Yeah. That's exactly how it sound.
But I mean, he's speaking to a different generation of people, though. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the people that is listening to that show right now, maybe they could understand and get some information, based on
Get what kind of information?
I don't know. They take it from
dude,
Trick, you know.
I think that.
Yeah, I just didn't see this one coming. Like, why? I never would have.
Exactly.
I've never looked this. See certain people in different facets or whatever, in different capacities, and you say, you know what, he looked like he could do some acting, or this person looked like he could maybe do some, be a singer or something. You could see him in different facets, but I've never looked at Trick Daddy and say, yo, this man could host a morning show on a syndicated radio.
Never. Never.
Nah, I never saw that. I never saw that coming.
If we want to choose a rapper from Florida, you know who we both could see doing that.
Who we could both see?
Yeah,
from Florida.
From Florida. If
you put me in the hot seat.
If you wanted, just think about,
we both could see it.
We both could see it. Think about an entertaining hood rapper from Florida.
Kodak Black could do it.
Hell no.
The morning show.
Plies, man.
Plies, yeah. But I mean, but he's from North Florida though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. I didn't really consider him because he, that's a different Florida.
But I could
Florida
see,
I know.
Dude, I could see Plies doing this, and it'd be an entertaining show because I feel like,
by far though, you're absolutely right.
I feel like he'll come up with entertaining topics and he'll find entertaining ways to talk about shit because
it break the internet the first week out.
Exactly. Like to me, it was just like, yo, why Trick Daddy?
Why Trick Daddy? Why Trina? And
why
nothing against
Trina?
Trina, but you know what I'm saying, she's a good look. I don't know if she's a good listen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
basically Fat Joe was on there. I was listening one morning going to work. Fat Joe was on there, and I felt like Fat Joe was the host over them two.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, he's been on a couple podcasts.
Yeah.
Rocking with Nori and all that shit. But
yeah,
like I said, man, I never saw Trick Daddy doing this, man. And I think maybe Trick Daddy himself realized that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he seemed to be going through something right now.
He is.
Yeah.
As we saw the mugshot scene around the world, he just got arrested for cocaine possession and DUI. Is it DUI or DWI? Like what the fuck is DWI?
I don't know. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like
driving with your influence? Oh wow.
Driving while influenced.
Driving while influence. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Driving under the influence. Driving while influence. Whatever it is, they say this nigga was taking out stop signs.
Yeah,
he was taking out small roadkill. He was swerving all over the road. They found that boy knocked out, sleep.
They found him slumped over.
Said his eyes was glossy, glossed over, real red.
Yeah. And
he was slurring his speech.
Yeah, and the man opted. They asked him to take the sobriety test, and he went ahead and did it. They say he must make it through the test. I thought everybody know don't take that goddamn
exactly,
test.
Man. Exactly, like you gotta get a blood test, Judge. Like we gonna do this the hard way.
Yeah, right. Yeah, man, it's difficult to tell, man.
But yeah, man. So when that happened, now the funny thing is that a lot of people ain't even really talking about the situation, as in, you know what I mean, him. With the drugs or whatever,
cocaine and all that.
It's just the mugshot, bro.
They talking about the mugshot? Yeah, man.
What was going on with the mugshot, bro?
I don't know, man. It looked like he was trying to cut his hair while he was driving his car or something. Like, how did that happen, bro?
That shit looked like a wig, though.
Oh, that's what it was?
That's what it looked like to me.
But that's an ugly ass wig.
Right?
That's an ugly ass wig. Like,
and the internet already done photoshopped it and turned him into your auntie. And they made him smile on his face.
Yeah.
Yo, the internet is ruthless when it comes to shit like this,
man.
Bro.
They don't play no games, bro. They don't play no games, man. I can't imagine how it is to take an L in this era, man. That's hard, bro. Especially
being, that you got a little fame and fortune behind your name and stuff like that.
And you take an L in this era, man.
Damn, bro.
Jeez, bro. It looks different, man, because it's not. There's a couple people saw it,
Yeah.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
So shit. Speaking of taking L's, man. Your boy Cassidy, man.
Yeah, exactly where I was trying to lead to, man. Yo, taking an L, man. Yo, it seemed like that whole freeway, can I put a beat on, like, L came full circle, bro. That L came right back to Cassidy, bro.
Yeah.
That shit came full circle, man. That's crazy because, and, seeing him out here making these beats that he's making and shit, and these videos that he's making, like, he visually looks disturbing, bro.
He do.
He looks disturbing as hell. Look like something wrong with that guy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he ain't never been the same since the accident, bro.
Yeah, yeah, man. I can imagine so. You know what I mean? And it's just like it's funny because
accident kept that nigga in a time warp.
Right.
Niggas forever trapped in 2000.
Exactly. Exactly where he's at, right?
Niggas forever trapped, bro.
Yeah, and he doesn't see it, but in his space, like anything that happened in 2000 is dope. Anything that happens after that is whack, yo. I was hearing this nigga on stage and speaking to Arsonal up there saying certain shit to the nigga, and the nigga was like, man, this nigga's a faggot, yo. You a faggot, yo. This nigga's corny, yo. This nigga's a cornball, yo.
This nigga's nigga, you gay, nigga.
You gay, nigga. You gay, nigga. like that's supposed to be like he's saying that shit like this is a sword. I'm trying to cut you. You gay, nigga. Yeah. Gay, nigga. He wanted them shit to stick, man.
Everybody gay in 2020, nigga.
Yeah, for real. You know,
like
you ain't that
ain't even no real insult no more, man.
Yeah, man. Shit, bro. I watched that battle, and I watched. I want to say I watched the first. I watched Cass. Arsonal, I think, went first, right? So Arsonal went first, and I watched up until Cassidy's second verse, man, and I had to turn it off, man. It's hard. It's so hard to watch somebody, you know what I mean, like not necessarily an idol, but somebody, you know, you grew up with, you know what I mean, you championed for. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just like Arsonal said in the battle, you know what I mean, I almost fought a nigga because they said J Hood is better than you. And
I felt that shit.
I felt that shit. That shit was real because, you know what I mean, like that. There was a debates that we had back in the days, you know what I'm saying? And
exactly.
At some point or another, I had to defend Cassidy, you know what I mean? Yeah. So to see somebody that I had to defend, you know what I'm saying? And just like Arsonal was saying in the battle, man, you were supposed to transition, man. You were supposed to, you know what I mean, grow from all that, you know what I'm saying, and show some growth, but you never did, man. You got stuck. Yeah. So, you know what I mean, like it's hard to see somebody like that. Like, you know what I mean, we grew up, like I said, not necessarily idolizing, but we championed, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Just like it was rough to see Cannabis take that L. You know what I mean?
When he broke out the notebook.
When he broke out the notebook. That was rough. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? And the thing was with Cassidy, like, yo, he was in one of them situations where he didn't have to win. He just had to do good.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to win, bro. You just had to do good. And it just
But you know what? At the end, I think he still did good. I think he did good.
I don't think so,
but bro. It's like I feel like
talking about nigga teeth for about, you know what I mean? You can't have 8 bars about teeth, bro.
Yeah, he started bringing Cardi B into it and this that. Like he went off on a tangent a couple of times, but I think the fact is that he was saying this shit like he was saying the dopest shit that nobody had ever heard.
Right. And that's what it was.
So I feel like he was overconfident in his delivery. I feel like leading into these battles, like when he went against Goods, even when he went against Disaster or whatever, it was like leading into the battles, like he told you, I'm gonna bite a nigga head off. The boy, I'm gonna bite a nigga head off, nut ass nigga. Like, you know, and why he don't clear his throat, bro? Like the whole time I'm watching this shit, I'm like, yo, dude. Like,
clear
your throat. Why you sound like that, fam?
Yeah, man. Like he goes for the obvious gimme lines, you know, like it's his lines are hella predictable, you know what I'm saying? And like I feel like it's even more suffocating for artists like Arsonal to be up there listening to that shit, because he's like, man, these bars is trash. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you write bars. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've written bars before, so you know. Like I would say I have somewhat of an understanding for what mediocre is. Oh, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what the easy. Well, the first line that comes to my head ain't the one I go for when I'm trying to. I'm like, yo, nah.
Obviously,
that's too obvious.
Obviously, he don't though, because we were just talking about it. Him making the freaking beats. Yeah, and he was sitting there nodding his. About to break his neck for the wackest freaking beat. So he thinking in his mind like, yo, I'm killing this nigga right. Like I'm writing this shit. Yeah. Yo, this dude is dead. Like you know what I mean? I'm in Philly and I'm gonna have the crowd going wild. and they booed this nigga in Philly, bro.
Damn, they booed him in Philly, man.
How you get booed in your own hometown? And you be repping your hometown so strong.
Gilly the Kid that came out. I remember like cause when they had the post battle, like, you know what I'm saying, they put out like a couple backstage, you know, of Gilly the Kid being back there and a couple people back there, and you know what I mean, you could see in their faces like, yo, Cassidy got killed. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas look like
just had a funeral.
Yeah. They just like, yo, I can't. That boy, like, we
can't defend that shit.
Can't defend that shit, bro.
Like, I don't know what happened, fam.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, bro. The boy got killed, man. I like, listen, I can't.
That ass nigga.
I wouldn't request a battle in my hometown if I don't intend on bringing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, I really appreciate the art of battle rap, and I really, you know, appreciate the art of punchlines, metaphors, schemes, and all those things that go into that thing. And just like Arsonal said, man, you know what? Cassidy definitely was a prototype. Yeah. But he can't hope to compete against a refined product, man. There's no way. He, you know, I mean, he was the prototype for all that stuff, but you know, he can't fuck with the finished product right now. And the finished product is definitely, you know, the URL staff and crew right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Cassidy's way too out of date for this shit, bro.
But they saying that he getting a lot of money to do this though.
Yeah, but I it's just like, who is his quality control is what I'm asking. Like, yo, who sat there and said, yo, that'll go, nigga? I remember I sent you a verse or two one time. You was like, yo, that ain't it. And you know what?
Yeah.
That ain't it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I respect my boy. Like, if my boy said that ain't it, that ain't it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm rapping it. I want to impress him, because if I can impress him, I can impress others. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely.
it's like, if that ain't it, then that's just not that ain't it. So who is doing the quality control for Cassidy? Like, who sat there and let this nigga go out on stage with them fucking lines, dog?
Dude, like I said, if you look at him and you watch the battle, he was confident in his lines that he was killing.
Yeah.
He was just like, yo, like, y'all ain't getting it.
Yeah.
I'm too advanced for y'all. It's going over y'all head.
Yeah, no.
And Arsonal even said, like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga talking about?
Yeah, what are you up here rapping about, bro? You're like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He had like one or two lines, man, but you know what I'm saying?
Like they said, the Swiss line when he said you was when you was out there riding the
Swiss cheese.
The cheese, I was in the studio making hits with Swiss or something like that.
Yeah, with Swiss beats. And that went off on the crowd, but like, you gotta keep that. Like, that's what you gotta do as a battle rapper. You have to know what, you know what I'm saying, the audience wanna hear. You gotta stay in your pocket. Like, if that's what you draw your confidence from, you know what I'm saying, you gotta keep flipping your schemes around that and keep playing that angle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was out there trying to do watered down ass punchlines and he's saying them with the fucking aggression.
Yes.
Like, them shits is hitting, and them shits ain't hitting, fam. Like, them shits ain't hitting, you know what I'm saying?
So let's talk about Arsonal and his disrespect, though.
Yeah.
How disrespectful was Arsonal in this battle? Is this the most disrespectful you ever seen him?
Nah, I'm pretty sure I've seen him. He's just been disrespectful, period, man. He's been highly disrespectful.
I think this was probably the most disrespectful I've seen Arsonal.
I think his intention was, you have to murder Cassidy. You have to. Like,
of course.
You can't make it debatable. You can't just kind of beat him. Like, Goods just kind of beat him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Arsonal, like, made it embarrassing. Like, you shouldn't have been up here.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Like, dude, like, I'm watching this shit, and what made this the most disrespectful for me is when Arsonal hit the blunt and blew the smoke in the nigga face, man. I was just like, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, it ain't no coming back from this one, man.
Nah.
It's a funeral right now.
Yeah.
Like, just give it up, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't even think he was gonna rap the third round after I saw that shit, bro. I'm like, this
I didn't
nigga
even watch the third round, bro. So you got further than I did.
This nigga hit the blunt and blew the smoke in his face, like.
Fuck out of here.
I was just like, damn. And then when he grabbed him in the beginning and all that shit, I thought the niggas was gonna squab. But one thing about Arsonal with this battle too is I liked a lot of the freestyle that he did in there. When he came out third round, he did a freestyle about he was just like, yo, you shouldn't even let this get this far. Like, you should have swung on me when I grabbed you in the first round. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of like, yo, nigga, we shouldn't even be here right now. Like, this battle should have ended a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I was just like, God damn. And then even, I think it was the second round when he was spitting one of his bars, somebody from the audience said some shit. and like right in the middle of the scheme, he said something about, yo, your mom's trying to suck dick through a Cheerio or some shit like that. I was just like, yo, this thing. And then he stopped and then went right back into the bag and kept on going. I was like, yo, this thing, this nigga for real, man. You know what I'm saying? Because for a long time, I wasn't really the biggest fan of Arsonal.
Yeah.
He got a couple of battles here and there that I'm a fan of, but like overall, you know, he got bars, but I think it was just like it just for me, Arsonal was like real gimmicky. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even that my shit is real, my shit is raw, my shit is authentic. Can't spoil the bars. Like even that shit for me, I don't like. I know all the battle rappers do that now, but to me that's kind of gimmicky. And I think the whole disrespectful thing was like one big gimmick because it was just like, yo, he was just coming up with different ways to, I guess, do disrespectful shit.
Say the most.
Say the most disrespectful.
Say the most all the time.
Fuck your daughter in the room. And da-da-da-da. And I was just like, all right. I get it. But, you know, it is what it is, man. But, yeah, man, it was sad to see.
It was very sad to see, man. It's always sad to see, like, the people that you grew up, you know what I'm saying, like I said, championing. Like, it was sad to see DMX go out like that, you know what I mean? It's sad to see Cannabis, you know what I mean, get ate like that. Yeah. It's sad to see Cassidy, you know what I mean, look like that. It's sad to see, like, Keith Murray, like, listen, man, the only thing I'm going to tell my son going forward, man, like, yo, don't give up on these niggas, man. They sucking this is going to come out sooner or later. You know what I mean? You're going to see who these people really are.
If you looking up to these entertainers or whatever.
Don't be looking up to the entertainers, man. Yo, they going to let you down, bro.
It was sad to see Sticky Fingers get beat up.
Beat up, man. It's always sad, bro. It's always sad, bro. You know, in the vein of... In the vein of clout, man, the situation people put themselves in, and you know, end up looking crazy, man. End up looking crazy as fuck, man.
It's all good though.
Yeah, man.
Oh, sure. On a positive note, man, the boy Nipsey Hussle album went platinum, bro.
Positive note, yeah. Okay. I mean, I kind of expected that. I'm surprised it didn't happen earlier than now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I expected that man to go triple platinum or some shit like that. Real, be honest with you.
Well, I guess with that being said, you know, they. We still in this era where we don't really know exactly how music is sold.
Yeah, right.
Because
how does the stream work and all that?
Yeah, what's a stream, and you know how many streams does it take to count for one album sale,
right? And
all that stuff like that. So the thing about now versus back in the days when somebody went platinum, I know they had ways to buck the system back then where, you know, people would buy, like, say, your record company would buy X amount of CDs and use that as promo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hand them out during shows or whatever the case is. And those count towards album sales.
Right, yeah.
So if your record label buys 50,000 copies of your project and use it for promo, it's still like you sold 50,000 copies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, now
they tricking the algorithms. They have ways. They have streaming farms. They have like streaming farms, meaning like they have rooms that just will play your album on repeat over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, you know what I mean. So your streams will go up, and it looks like, you know, you're sold XYZ amount of records. Yeah. So
and we're not saying that. And we're not saying that this is what's happening with
I'm not saying that's the case. It's just like it's so it seems kind of easy to fabricate shit these days, and also to the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, how do we know what's genuine and what's not genuine? You know, it's like, okay, like, I'm pretty sure in this case of Nipsey Hussle, this is genuine, but, you know, it's in a lot of other cases, you know, like Tyler the Creator, I don't know.
Marcus say it's sad that it took his death for him to be recognized, and like Biggie said, you nobody till somebody kills you, and that's for real. That's for real. And like I always said, man, on this podcast and to you, I was screaming, you know what I mean? I was screaming Nipsey Hussle for a long time. I was saying he had an album of the year and all that shit for, you know, before he passed, and all that. So. Not that gives me any more credit than anybody else or whatever the case is, but I've always been a fan of dude. You know what I mean? Not always, but I've been a fan of his for a long time, and it sucks to see the man go out like that. But it's good that, I guess, better late than never. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope that people is actually checking out his music now, And, you know, even people should go back into his catalog a little bit and check out Mailbox Money and Slauson Boy and, you know what I mean, Crenshaw. Check out those projects because those projects is just as dope as Victory Lap.
Yeah.
But it just didn't have the push and you know, this is my album situation going on. So you know what I mean? Shout outs to the man, Nip. Shout outs to, you know, all his whole team, and, you know, hopefully the marathon can continue for real. You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
so
absolutely, man.
That's good shit though, man.
Yeah, shout out to that, man. All right, man. So let's discuss something that I feel like men should be able to identify with. You know, we
okay.
I think all men should be able to identify with this.
Yeah.
I don't know how to necessarily bring it up without, you know. All right. Would you say, or have you ever been in a situation where you've been with somebody, you're with somebody, you love them, that's your partner, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
they don't particularly get along with other family members. You know, and then now you're caught in the middle, like they, you know, that tension between them two is now become your tension. You know what I'm saying? Like, if me and you, we friends, you know what I'm saying? But if you have certain tension with XYZ person, you're not really like, you know what I'm saying? If you know me and that person cool, you're not going to really, like, as my boy say, yo, don't fuck with that nigga. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you cool with me still.
Yeah.
But not in a relationship. Like, if you in a relationship and you fuck with somebody that your partner don't fuck with, then, you know what I'm saying, that could really cause a divide in the household, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
So have you ever been in that situation, or are you currently in that situation where, you know, you had to step in, you know what I'm saying, put out some fires, or, you know, relationships aren't so good right now because your partner don't necessarily fuck with a particular person?
Yeah. I've been in that. For a while, the wife didn't fuck with Mom Dukes, man.
Yeah.
For a while, it was like a beef with the wife and the Mom Dukes, and you know what I mean. Like, we had to have a couple of sit downs. Like, you know what I mean. Mom Dukes came through, and you know, it's like I can't. It's a tough situation as a guy because you can't really take sides 100%. You can't. Can't.
But you know, technically, you should be able to, right?
You
like, your mom raised you, my nigga. You're but like, so if you know, so because this is the wife I chose, like, you know, like, what is that about? You know what I mean? Like, I chose her, but I only know her for fucking year and a half. Why am I choosing this person over my mama? Because they give me pussy?
No, because you plan on spending the rest of your life with this woman.
You plan on.
You know what I'm saying? That's what this relationship is. We are gonna be together. This is gonna be my team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had other teammates before. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I done played in the little leagues before.
Yeah.
But no, this the pros, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we going to the championship off this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we building a squad. You know what I mean? The squad.
So if
got
your wife
bigger.
don't fuck with your mama, you are automatically siding with your wife, is what you telling me?
No, I'm not automatically siding with my wife. I'm looking at the situation, and I'm trying to speak on it objectively, and I'm not trying to take either side 100%.
Yeah.
I'm saying, I'm looking at it, and I could say, wifey, you fucked up here. Mom Dukes, you fucked up there. Y'all got to find a way to figure this out. Oh, I agree with you right there. Nah. You ain't. You know what I'm saying? I got to coach the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what if it comes to a point where you know your wife tell you some shit like, I don't want my child around your mama?
That's gonna be a hard one. Again, if the mom deserves it. If
deserves it? What warrants deserve it, bro?
What
warrants that's where I be getting at. It's like, yeah, we all fuck up as human beings. We all do things, you know what I'm saying? But certain things we overlook until somebody else come in the situation.
It could be
so wifey could, you know what I'm saying?
You could have a toxic mom, bro.
You could have a toxic mom.
You have a toxic mom. So if your mom is toxic,
you guys. So she ain't just become toxic.
I'm saying that word for a reason. But
yeah. Oh, okay.
You know, we talked about it on the last podcast.
Yeah.
But if you got a piece of shit parent,
yeah,
right, and maybe you're not seeing that they're a piece of shit, and she's seeing it, or maybe both of y'all is seeing it, and you're like you just said, what would warrant that? You know what I'm saying? Why would why should she be able to keep her away from the kids or whatever the case is? Maybe she's not good for the kids, or maybe wifey's just in her feelings about whatever it is that's going on.
Right.
So you, as the guy, have to look at that and say, "Yo,
Jesus, man." That shit crazy out here, bro. I think all women are fucking low key toxic, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Toxic mom, toxic wife, all of it. You know what I mean? So it's like who's picking whose toxicity is worse than the other. You know what I mean? That's where it's at, and I feel like that's where Prince Harry's bitch ass is in this situation right now, where he got to go flee to fucking Canada to appease his wife because the bitch can't get along with the rest of the family.
But so with that situation, is that the case though? Is that what from the outside looking in? Do you think that that's the situation?
From the outside looking in, I don't know. I'm only reading what the tabloids are saying, and I see. I mean, I'll get why it's a hard situation for her to be in. You know what I'm saying? Being that she is from black, you know, she half black. You know, her mom's Jamaican and all that, and you know, the tabloids over there, all they focus on is divorced American with black mom. That's how they describe her in the tabloids. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if every time you look up your name or you Google your name or you research your name, they speaking of you in that light. Or, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, it might take I ain't get invited to this or get invited to that. Oh, these people ain't really fucking with me like that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't fucking with me like that. Or, you know, say I go to my brother's, you know, crib and I can't get along with the fucking what's the brother's wife's name?
The Kate.
Yeah. I can't get along with Kate and shit. I'm like, all right, I ain't really. The fucking sucks. So sex in any fucking ways. Let's get the fuck out of here. Fucking sucks.
But that's what happens. That's what happens when you marry somebody from a completely different culture, bro.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
And people don't really take into consideration how that affects you. So you might love William. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he treats you good and da-da-da-da, all that. Cool. But now it's time for you to pick up and leave America and go to the fucking UK where I think everybody's from the outside looking in at people from the UK, we kind of look at them as uptight.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So then y'all royals on top of that now. Yeah. So now you got to deal with the uptightness and also being a royal. You know what I'm saying? Right. But at the same time, you got to know what you signed up for. You got to know that, this nigga mom's got killed by fucking paparazzi chasing her and whatever just to get a picture and all that shit. You know what I mean? You got to know the history behind a lot of the shit that they deal with. Yeah. A lot of the shit that they go through, not having no kind of privacy, X, Y, and Z. Like, yes, you was an actress before, so, you know, you got a little taste of the limelight and all of that, but you got to realize that now this is your life. Right. 24/7.
Absolutely.
Niggas hiding in bushes and shit to take pictures.
Yeah, take pictures. Like, where the baby at? Where the baby at? You know what I'm saying? We don't like how you holding the baby, bitch. Like, yo, show us the baby. Yeah. Why are you hiding our baby? You know what I'm saying? That's how the tabloids, you know? And, I mean, the same thing happens over here with it. They glorify Jay-Z and Beyonce. They treat, you know what I'm saying? They treat these people like, you know, a certain way, man. And, you know what I mean? If you ain't prepared to live in that kind of light, you know what I'm saying, live that kind of lifestyle. So I would imagine, for them to say, yo, we just want to be regular degulars, man, you know what I'm saying, regular people out here. We just want to move to Canada and raise a family like a regular family, like a normal family and shit, you know. But
a lot of people have a problem with that because it's when they say they're gonna step back from their duties as senior royal family members or whatever. It's just like, what does that mean?
Well, they're still going to be donating to charities, you know, of their choosing. They're still going to be charitable because I think those are the things that is required of them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they're still going to honor those things. But however, you know what I'm saying, they're just not going to be rolling with the crowd. They're not going to be doing the whole formal events and, you know, all that bullshit. They're just like,
So
they're not with all that.
From what I read, they are still like they want to be financially independent, right?
Right.
So I guess they're gonna make their own money, but I guess it's against the rules for them to do that because I guess the royal family has some kind of it comes out of the taxpayers' money.
Yeah.
That funds them, and they have like I guess Harry, what is his name? William has like a fund specifically for him.
Yeah.
And he uses the money however he pleases or whatever the case is. So I guess recently they made like renovations to their house.
Yeah. So they're gonna keep the crib. I heard they're gonna keep that crib over there.
In Canada?
No,
or
the one that's
in the UK.
In the UK.
Well, I'm sure they are, but it just I don't really know how to explain it, but people, they can't just be normal people now. You can, like it don't work that way. It don't work that way.
Why not?
Because
especially in Canada, who the fuck? I mean, they don't even chase Jake around like that in Canada. They gonna be alright in Canada. Though.
Yeah,
they picked the right place. If they said they was coming to California or something like that, then it'd have been like it'd been a trip.
I think that what I'm trying to say is that you can't wake up one day and just be like, yo, I don't want to be famous no more, man.
Nah, yeah, I think they know and understand that they don't want to be famous no more. But even with that, like, what you said, the to be queen's name is again?
Kate,
you know what I mean? Even with that, with Kate, you know,
I think her name is Kate.
I think it's Kate. I think
quote me.
Yeah, I ain't gonna quote you, but I think you about right.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? They said that she don't like Kate, and you know, imagine you have to bow down to some bitch you don't like. You know what I'm saying? Would you be down for that?
Nah, I wouldn't.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they next in line. You know what I'm saying? Your husband sixth in line. He ain't gonna be no goddamn prince. I mean, no, the king. So it's like now you gotta bow down to a bitch you don't like. You know what I'm saying? And this bitch get to.
So he's sixth in line.
Yeah, he's sixth in line.
So Harry is what? Fifth in line?
Yeah. Nah, I think he might be next up, bro. Right? Nah. Harry.
How does shit work?
I don't fucking know how this shit works.
So
bro.
is Harry's dad is Princess Diana? So Princess Diana wouldn't even be the fucking queen.
Right.
She still wouldn't be the queen if she was alive today.
Right.
Because the queen's still alive.
Yeah, because the queen's still alive. Yeah.
So they gotta So they gotta off the king and the queen.
Yeah.
And then the next in line would be Princess Diana and whatever dude name was. Mm-hmm. And then after that, now it's Harry.
Yeah.
And does him and Kate have a son?
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't look into the royal family like that, so I'm not that deep. But I just know them niggas are sixth in line. So fucking, you know, Megan out here like, yo, I don't need this shit any damn ways. Man. The fucking Sussex nigga, get me the fuck out of here.
Well, like I said, man, you can't wake up in the morning and just be like, yo, man, I don't want to be famous no more, bro.
Yeah.
Like to me, it don't work like that. It's not gonna work like that.
Yeah.
It can't.
Right.
Because you, again, you got to know the history of this shit, what you married into, what you signed up for, and pretty much you signed up for no fucking privacy, man.
Yeah.
You did that.
Yeah, I hear you.
If you would have just married another fucking B, C, D list actor or some shit like that, it'd have been like, all right, you know, Megan, pretty chick, got a dude or whatever. But now, you know what I mean? You part of history now.
Yeah.
Forever.
That's true. But I you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess the tabloids is trying to make it seem like it's she's not being accepted, you know, by the royal family to that aspect.
Because she got a little black in her.
Because she got a little black in her, and also the tabloid over there is mistreating her and misrepresenting her in the media. So it's like, yo, why go through all this when it ain't like I'm finna be no fucking queen any damn ways? So it's like, why go through all this? Why drag my name through the mud? Why do I need to go get written in history to look like this? When, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, like, let's just step away, yo. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't gonna get nothing out of this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we get, you know, all the charitable events, and they put money in his funds, and you know, all that, and he's basically living free and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, all they gotta do is serve some time in the military and shit. Of course, they fucking, like, you know, pampered the whole way through and all that. But You know what I mean? Why put yourself through all that when I could just go live
For
a normal
love,
life?
man.
You
For
know what I'm
love.
saying? And raise the next Drake in Canada.
For
You know what I'm
love.
saying? They're gonna raise the next Drake over there.
They're doing it for love,
baby.
man. She
Yeah.
loved that man.
Yeah, man. But I'm
and
saying
he loved her because he
but
willing.
for love, though,
he willing to
sometimes-
step away from the whole fam for her, man.
That's
he really
what I'm
risked it
saying.
all.
That's what I'm saying.
Once you go black, you don't go back.
I mean, is that love or is that pussy whooped? And how does that work? What's the honourable thing to do in them situations?
a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. All right.
It's love and pussy.
Love and pussy whip. Nah, I get you.
Whip
you.
that
man.
pussy. Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah,
Shouts
man.
to Pops,
Shit,
man.
yeah,
All right,
man.
Pete.
Nigga with his head chair and face ass nigga. Nigga whole top balls, nigga. Nigga, you out here tripping, man. Whatever. Go ahead. What we got next one?
So, shit, speaking of privacy, man, iCloud be looking at your pictures and shit, man.
Right, yeah.
They say not to go throughout the whole damn article, but pretty much they say sometimes they scan through your pictures to make sure you ain't got no child pornography. You know what I mean? They looking for, you know, pedophilia and stuff like that. So, you know,
Damn.
really them pictures in the cloud ain't really private.
Well, of course not. And I understand why people ever imagined or felt like it would be. Like,
exactly. Who ever thought that these pictures was not being seen by someone?
Right.
Because even with Google, right? I got Google Pictures, photos, or whatever you want to call it, and they, from time to time, send you a fucking photo book. So me and you hang out, we go to a concert or some shit, we taking pictures, blah, 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 whatever. You know what I mean? 2 days later, you get a little notification, boom, weekend in Fort Lauderdale. And they got the pictures, and they edit them real nice and all that shit, whatever. Yeah. You trying to tell me some kind of computer did this?
Right.
The computer chose the best pictures?
Yeah, some kind of algorithm.
Yeah. Like, nah, man, like that's definitely not the case.
You know what would be a dope TV show or something like that? Like, I want a personnel from like Google or Apple or any of these phone fucking companies out there, to and then they'll have like a regular person, right? So they have this representative from the phone companies, and then they have a regular person, and they put the regular person in the room, and they put the person from the phone company in the other room, and that person from the phone company sits there and explains while the other person listens, but they're not face to face, what they think about that person in that other room based on their Google search history, their text messages, and the pictures they take. Because like we often think what we're saying and doing on this device right here is personal and specific to us. And I ain't gonna lie, like, you know what I'm saying? I've done a lot of dumb shit on this thing right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I could only imagine somebody that don't know me for shit, you know what I'm saying, trying to get an understanding of who I am based on what I do on this thing. Yeah. And what would they think about me? What would they think of me? My porn history, like what I'm typing in, you know what I mean? How I'm talking to, how do I speak to particular people? Yeah, you know, it's the type of pictures I take. Like, what would that person think about me, man?
Like, damn, nigga, how many dick pics you taking?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
who is he sending these to?
Like, what is wrong with you, my nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why you zooming in? What you got to zoom in for? What kind of angles you got to take to make your shit look bigger? You know what I mean? Like,
for real. It took you 5 shots to get that one shot, bro.
Yeah, 5 shots to get that one shot.
Damn,
you know what I'm saying?
Chill out, bro.
Yeah, that's how you giving it up to her right there. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I could come through tonight, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. She ain't trying to see you.
Nigga, you hitting it with the big ass strokes, nigga.
Yeah. So, but it's just like I would, you know what I'm saying, based on like somebody's search history, without knowing that person, having a conversation with that person, what would your digital imprint say about you?
Is that a question for me?
Yeah, that's a question for you. Yeah.
Well, shit, I guess my digital imprint is kind of boring because I don't really take that many pictures, bro. But
I'm not saying.
You talking about the picture? You talking about everything?
I'm talking about everything in general.
Like, I think that people probably look at me and say that I'm confused. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'll talk about hip hop 1 minute. I'll talk about some social conscious shit 1 minute. I'll talk about some guns the next minute. Yeah. I'll talk about women the next minute. It's just like. For me, I think my digital imprint would say that I'm all over the place. And that's just being honest with myself. You know what I'm saying? I know personally I'm not all over the place.
Yeah.
But my digital imprint would say that.
Yeah.
They'll be like, damn, man, what nigga, didn't you just post some conscious shit last year and then this year you talking about turning up? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here, man? This shit ain't adding up. You ain't consistent with your shit. So I think that's what my digital imprint would
yeah,
be.
man. It's crazy how that people would even for a millisecond believe that like the pictures that they take and put on their cloud or they share and you put on your family cloud and all that it specifically belongs to you. Like, you know, man, there's somebody out there, like there's some perverts in the Apple office right now that's beating off to somebody's picture right the fuck now.
I'm pretty sure it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
They got algorithms, they got facial recognition, they got, you know what I mean, body part recognitions, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, they could, you know, search the whole thing. They're probably looking at your private sex tapes and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like
I said,
it's
crazy.
It's not personal to you. And you know, they got it where right now even the FBI, I think they're I think in one of the mass shooters, I don't know the particular name, but they want the Apple to, you know, unlock that person's phone right now, and you know, Apple saying, "Oh, we don't do that," you know what I'm saying? Because if we unlock our phones, you know, that's softening the security that we use to, you know, keep all of our clients and customers safe. So, you know, we don't want to crack our own code and shit like that.
That happened a little while ago.
That happened a little while ago, and it was at a stalemate. It never went down. I think.
Apple with the woman and the it was the male and the female shooter.
Yeah,
it was husband and wife and some shit like that. The husband was from.
Yeah.
I remember that shit.
So yeah, man, and you know that's coming back up. I think FBI ended up cracking it on their own, but they have another scenario right now where they're looking to a phone of another mass shooter, and they're not getting in. They're asking for the Apple's corporation, but you know what I'm saying, like.
And should Apple though? Should they?
Nah, they shouldn't. Don't do it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Don't do it.
Because that's gonna open up to what they say gonna lead down.
That opened up the floodgates for everything else to, you know. I think it happens in another instance, but I can't really quote that. But I think I've seen on TV where, you know, like they were once they were given permissions to check one phone record, it basically essentially gave them permission to check every. You know what I'm saying? Everything now.
Yeah, because somebody, so you did it in this case. How come
you
didn't do it here?
Yeah. In case Swart, you know, they do that shit, and then
I got you.
Floodgate, man. Yeah.
Shoot, ain't no cool way to transition to this topic, but fucking this chick is in a relationship with 4 dudes. 20-year-old woman. She's in a relationship with 4 dudes. It's a polyamorous relationship.
I never heard of polyamorous.
You never heard that before?
Nah, I never heard that term.
Polyamorous relationships meaning you're in a relationship with more than one person.
So what was the terminology they used to describe that the people in that relationship?
Polyamorous.
Yeah, but I mean, like, in their layman terms, what did they say it was?
She's like the hub, and they're the spokes.
Oh, okay.
So when you think about a wheel, she's the hub, and they're the spokes. All right, so it's 4 dudes, and two or three of them don't really look normal. Yeah, they look like goofy dudes. Like something is wrong with these dudes. Right, like, you know what I'm saying? She's in a relationship with 4 beta males, bro. Yeah, basically. Because as an alpha dude, this ain't it. This ain't unless we just running a train. Yeah. But this can't be the woman that I love. Right. She's like, oh, you know, this is the master bedroom, and you know,
do they have kids?
They have one on the way. She's pregnant right now. She says she knows who the father of this kid is out of the 4. Okay. She knows who the father is. And they have the master bedroom. They all live in the same house together. And I guess they take turns every night who sleeps inside the master bedroom. Okay. All right. What's your thoughts on this?
Don't ask me about my motherfucking thoughts about this retarded ass shit. Give him your thoughts, bro. Do not try to ask my
podcast. We gotta talk about this shit, bro. It's a podcast,
Yo,
man.
bro. First of all, if y'all ever go out there and see it, man, like my dog Dub said, it's a bunch of beta males, a bunch of losers. You know what I'm saying? In a relationship with a chick that's a loser as well.
Yes.
And
it ain't even like she bad though.
Yeah,
It's
she
like
ain't bad.
You know what I mean?
She's a loser, and
even if
just,
she was, it's still like,
it's just a really lame situation. I mean, if they're happy, then you know what I'm saying, go for it, do your thing. You know, it seems like a scenario where damn near, you know, as soon as this guy goes out somewhere and he meets somebody that's like himself, it damn near seems like he invites them over, and you know what I'm saying, like now they're part of the circle too. You know what I'm saying? They're another spoke.
That's whole ass.
Yeah. So it just seemed like I just remember back in the day when I got my first piece of ass. The first thing I did was run home and tell my cousin. And my cousin was like, "Word? Where at?" We ran right back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they each one tell one, and they just went right back. So you know what I'm saying? It just seemed like it's one of those situations where
all of them just kept her though.
Yeah, they just kept her though. They should have just all left, but they all kept it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the situation is.
I just couldn't imagine just thinking about this, right? You know what I'm saying? What if you know what I mean, you home and you feeling like, you know what I mean, it's that time.
Yeah.
And somebody in there already laying it down. So do you just kind of wait?
Yo, first of all,
you just kind of wait and say, all right, let me go in after.
Yeah.
Or do you interrupt? Like what's the course of action there?
First of all, in this scenario right here, it wouldn't work for a bunch of black dudes, right? Because when you use the term "lay it down," like we associate that with black people, like we lays it down, right? I don't see any of these fellas right here laying it down.
I don't
right.
Either.
So
I'm just, you know what I mean?
I don't think each one is threatened by the other one, right? I think they just, I think they all just giving like very subpar pipe, like, you know. So I don't feel like. I don't feel like any of them is in the scenario in the least bit threatened by the other. You know what I'm saying? It's just an unthreatening ass situation right there. You know?
I guess with this situation though, this might be the first time I'm ever seen something like that where there are 4 dudes and 1 woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen where they have men and, you know, different women, and, you know, they got fucking shows based on that shit or whatever. But this, I'm just like, I don't know. Like I could never see myself in that situation, bro.
Nah, man. But you've never been that much of a. You never been that loser. You never been a loser, dog. You know what I mean? These are losers, bro. You know, these dudes don't got no other chance in the world. So, like we said, man, they found a piece of ass and they're like, "Fuck it, I ain't leaving." Like, you know what I mean? If I could get the fuck 2 times a week, I'm good. Like, you know? So that's where it's at, man. All the best to them, I guess. All the best to them, man.
Oh shit, man! That like I said, man, that's the wildest shit, dude. And it's like you said, it's like dudes just ran a train and everybody just stayed.
Yeah, they stayed on. Everybody stayed on that door. They stopped a long time ago and they just stayed on that train, bro.
Oh shit. It's another subject, but I don't even know if I want to talk about that shit right now, bro.
You on transgenders?
Nah, I don't know, bro. You want to talk about it? Or?
Man, you put it on the list, man. Go ahead, man. Let's hear your take on this.
But you know what? I feel like to talk about it, it has to be like a serious conversation.
Serious? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm there's so much jokes to go around about this shit, bro.
Okay.
And like, I don't want to be sitting here clowning it. So I guess to get into the serious part about it, somebody sent me a message, and it had this story about this young lady, black person, that transitioned. It says, I transitioned at 4 years old. Okay. Yeah. So when we talk about transition, we talking about, you know, male to female, female to male, all of that, whatever. So it says, I transitioned at 4. Obviously, that's a title, headline and grabbing type title. Like, yo, what? What do you mean I transitioned at 4? Right. 4 years old. How the hell you can't make that choice at 4 years old or whatever. So you go and you watch the story, and the mom is, you know, talking about the child was depressed, and The child kept on saying he knows he's a girl. He never ever wavered and never said anything other than I know I'm a girl and blah 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 blah. And I guess when they tried to tell him that he wasn't a girl, nigga was depressed and all that shit. Then you told me about the picture.
You saw the picture though. You're like, oh, okay. So I take a picture from my son from behind, just holding something in his hand, and say, yeah, this right here, this moment, like
this when I knew.
This is when I knew he was depressed. And he was transitioning.
Yeah,
fuck out of here, man.
So then I guess now at the age of 4, they started dressing him up like a little girl, and pretty much he's been happy ever since. So my whole thing with this now is that
everybody gets a turn. I like that.
Medicaid is paying for this shit.
Yeah.
Medicaid has paid for this child to take hormone suppressing drugs. So for those that don't know about life cycle and shit like that, you know, when you get to a certain age, you get puberty. You know what I mean? You start growing hair. Your voice get deeper. That's why some chicks you see like, hey man, I ain't seen you since elementary school. And you talk, oh god damn, how your voice got so sexy? Blah blah blah. This, that, and the third. You know what I mean? That's when the puberty hit. Your voice get a little bit deeper. You get stronger, muscles, whatever. So they started giving this child hormone suppressing drugs before this child even knew what that was.
Right.
For me with this, how can the state pay for something like that?
I don't know. For
me, for this, the parent. It's one thing for you as a child or you as a grown man or woman to say, "Hey, I don't feel right in my body. I want to be a woman." All right, fine. That's what you want to do. Cool. That's you. But for your parent to feed into the shit and to get the state to pay for it. So the state also pays for transitions, which I didn't know. The state, Medicaid, is going to pay for this young child to transition, but they got to wait until the age of 18.
Wow. So they pay for all that shit, but everybody else that's, you know, they child may be sick and they got to go through all these loopholes to get medication, but yet you paying for fucking sex, you know, people to transition their body parts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was watching the video for a little bit, like I said. Yeah. I ended up turning it off, but you know what I mean? This young man sitting in front of a doctor or whatever say, I don't want this anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a woman and this is in the way. I don't want this. Referring to his fucking penis.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck? And you know, you have a doctor sitting there, you know, explaining to this child, like, you know, most cases we do this operation on, you know, tend to happen with people in 50, you know, in the range of, you know,
30, 40, 50 years old.
30, 40, 50 years old. These are adults that have made a decision to transition to this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And this doctor's agreeing to do shit like this to a child, man.
He sounded happy about it. He was like, it's not too often as you can get into a profession where 99% of the time, you know, people are satisfied with the surgical outcomes and whatever. It's like, yo, like, really? Shit, like, he sounded like, yo, like, this is my passion is to change fucking genders, man. Turn women into men and men into women.
Oh, man.
Or, well, you still not a freaking woman.
Yeah.
But whatever. I don't want to get into that.
All the powers that people wield and the you know what I'm saying? Like, this guy went to school and gained so much knowledge, and this is what he decides to do with his profession, bro. Yeah. Yeah. This is what he decides to do with his profession, and this is what this mother is focused on doing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. To their child, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that interview should have told me, okay, what kind of, what education is the child pursuing? Like, you know, what kind of person are you raising? But nah, it was just like, yo, we're just concerned about chopping his dick off. Like,
people, well, she said people say, oh, she got boy shoulders or something. She was talking about people picking on her and whatever the case is. And it's just like, I read a comment, right? You know what I mean? Sometimes I go through the comments and I like to go through the comments and see the people arguing and shit. Yeah. So somebody wrote in the comment, and it to me, it made sense. It says, the comment basically was like, you as me as a grown ass man, right? If I say to you, yo, you know, I want to be a gorilla. You know what I'm saying? Like I identify as a gorilla and I want to get surgery or hair implanted all over my body, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something like that. What would you say about me?
I'll say something wrong with you, bro.
Exactly, nigga, you crazy.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, nigga, you're insane. You want to be a fucking gorilla, nigga, for real? Yeah, nigga, I want to be a fucking gorilla, man. I identify as a gorilla, blah, 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 blah. But the minute a guy says he wants to identify as a woman, or a woman say they want to identify a man, that's just totally normal.
Yeah, because these are the people that run the world, and they need to normalize these things. These things have to be normalized for them to exist in this world. But they run shit, so you know they make it normal. But
you're trying to be something. Like, it's impossible for me to become a gorilla, bro. It's impossible for you. It's possible for you to look like a woman. You know what I'm saying? But it's impossible for you to become a fucking woman.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter to them, man. What matters to them is, you know, they get to be identified as what they feel like they want to be identified as.
True.
And then we're gonna force society to make sure you acknowledge this.
Yeah, and
you know, you have to acknowledge this.
And again, my purpose wasn't necessarily to come out here and, you know, bash them or anything.
It's the
like
Medicaid
that.
part of it.
It's the Medicaid part of it. Like, why is it that Medicaid is paying for this shit?
Yeah.
Like, how did they get? Because it was hard enough for me to get Medicaid to pay for my daughter braces, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I had to. Yeah. It had to be phone calls on top of phone calls and this, that, and the third for them to say that this is a medically necessary procedure. So now y'all deem this procedure a medically necessary procedure for this child to go through.
Right. Yeah.
That's wild to me, man. And I think what's gonna happen with this, depending on how popular that video gets, I think that's going to open the floodgates for some more shit for people to be out here talking about, oh, it's medically necessary for me to become a man, or to become a woman, or whatever the case is. Like, it's setting a bad fucking precedent, man.
Yeah,
Precedent. Yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
That's wild shit, man.
You gotta shake your head.
Yeah. You been into the sports?
Yeah, man. You know, caught the Ravens game yesterday against the Tennessee Titans, man. Being a Dolphin fan, man, it's a trip. Seeing Ryan Tannehill, you know what I mean, who was just playing for us last year. Go out here and, you know what I'm saying, this dude done do 1-2 playoffs game. Now this man is going to the finals, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In this conference. That is wild, man. I mean, it seemed like Miami can't, you know what I'm saying, take somebody that has that much talent or whatever, and, you know, when they were playing for Miami, they look so horrible, but you know what I mean, put them in a different system, and, you know what I mean, they're just flourishing, man. It's crazy to see that, you know.
Yeah,
it's crazy to see that, man. And you know, Lamar Jackson, man, he didn't look so good yesterday, man. He did not look so good. He didn't look like the star that he's been looked at all season.
And that's this 2 years in a row now, right? Because I think he lost first round last year too.
Yeah, I can't recall.
Yeah,
I can't recall.
Yeah, he lost first round. And that was one of the things that they were saying. And I guess did they rest him the last game of the season?
Yeah. So this year they rest him the last game of the season, and then they had the bye week. So now it's kind of like he hasn't played football in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So they're going out there now.
But it's crazy also because he was like the first person in history to have 300 pass yards and 100 plus running yards in a postseason game or something like that. So it's crazy that he played that bad, but he still fucking broke records.
He broke records, but
created a record or some shit,
because it seemed like they didn't have any run game prepared, so the ball was pretty much in his hand the entire game. So the offense was pretty much being ran through him, and so you know he threw like something like 57 passes the entire game. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of workload. You know what I'm saying, for one player that, you know what I mean, they didn't establish a run game.
Yeah.
I think that's what really affected them. throughout the game. And once Tennessee got up, Baltimore was forced to play from behind, and it just didn't work out for them.
And they always say playoffs is a different animal, especially when it comes to football, because you get a chance to like really, really game plan for.
People scheme for you. They scheme for you specifically. So
But I what's the difference? I mean, I don't want to say what's the difference. Either way, you pretty much get a week to prepare for the opponent, though, right?
Right.
So why is it that people make it seem like it's so different in the playoffs than it is, during the regular season? Still one game.
It's still one game, but you're really, you know what I'm saying, prepping for this particular team, thoroughly, you know what I'm saying. You're really watching tapes and everything like that, and really, you know what I'm saying, running defenses to prevent a certain thing. Like, okay, we see this is specifically what they do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But during the regular season, you don't want to give up too much of your good plays or your good offense or your good defensive plays. You know what I'm saying? You're holding that one in the bag. Like, I see this, man. I see how to get around this. But if I put this out there, everybody else is going to see it too. So, you know what I mean? I'm just going to run this one in the playoffs or run this one in the Super Bowl or whatever, Got you. Yeah. And I was looking for them to win the whole thing, man. I was looking for the Ravens. Baltimore? Yeah.
I was expecting them to win the whole thing, but then
bring home the Pompano, man.
Right? And then I was seeing on they was like, we're expecting an upset. We might be an upset and da-da-da. And here you got it, man. Remember the Titans, man.
Yeah.
Niggas definitely is out here, bro.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Ryan Tannehill, man.
Niggas knocked off the Brady. And they said they knocked off the GOAT. Yeah. They knocked off the MVP.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
With Tannehill, man.
Yeah. And who they supposed to play next week?
They're going to play
the winner of Seahawks.
No, is it the Seahawks Chiefs game? It might be. Yeah, it could be that. So,
didn't hold on. Who played today?
Seahawks played today.
Who they play the Chiefs? Or I thought the Texans already beat the Chiefs.
Did they? Deshaun Watson and Texans, or is that today?
Oh,
Seahawks played yesterday. So it's the Chiefs and Texans today.
Nah, man.
Yeah, man.
Seahawks ain't played yesterday, bro. It's all good though, man. But yeah, it was definitely a good game, man. I'm not really into the football like that. I ain't watching football, that often. But especially when it comes down to the playoffs time.
Yeah, Seahawks and Eagles played yesterday. And Seahawks beat Eagles. So now today is going to be Deshaun Watson versus Pat Mahomes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's going down there. Yeah.
Okay. Shit. I didn't even know that, man. So the Seahawks. So it's 2 games today as well.
No, just 1 game today. Seahawks played yesterday. On Saturday, he played Saturday.
So it's 2 games yesterday.
It was 2 games yesterday, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's what it is, man. Anything else going on, man?
Not a matter of fact, it was 3 games yesterday, but not a motherfucking thing going on, bro.
Okay, how's life, bro? How's life treating you, man?
Shit, man. Life is life, man. It's just, you just gotta figure out where your space is in this life, man, and you know what I'm saying. And this year, I'm trying to be in more control of what the outcomes are and things. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Sometimes I feel like I allow life to dictate what things are. Yeah. And I want to make more decisions that affect the outcome of what my life is. So that's pretty much how I'm trying to live life in 2020, man. You know what I mean? I want to, be more in control.
Gotcha.
In a sense. I know control is an illusion, man, but I know God is the real one in control. I know God's will is there for me, but I just want to make some more decisions that affect the outcome of my life, man. Just like you said, where it's like, you're trying to use this year to set up the rest of your life, in a sense that's what I'm trying to do too, but I'm just trying to be more, have more decision making and have that be more just reap the benefits of what the decisions I made, you know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So if something go wrong, I know it's because I made that decision. I made X, Y, D, C decision. If something's going good, I want to be able to sit back and say, yeah, man, I called that play right there, and that's why, you know what I'm saying? So
gotcha.
That's how I want to see it this year.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
And man.
How about yourself, man?
Everything going good, man. Like I said, I think even with the wife, you know what I mean. Me and her in a good space.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm growing in how to deal with certain things. I know me and you had a lot of conversations in the past about certain things, and I think I'm taking a lot of your advice, and I see that it's put me in a better mind state. So like a lot of shit I'm not taking personal that I used to take personal no more. And I feel like just those decisions of, yo, that's you. You know what I'm saying? You and I'm not just talking about the wife, just in general. Like I feel like I can go to work and I'm happier at work.
Yeah.
I feel like I could deal with people in different situations because I know what I'm bringing to the table. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So it don't really matter what you doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it took me a little while to get there. Just, you know, sometimes I'm at work and I'm listening to the shit that people complain about. And it's just like, yo, man, this job is so fucking easy, but y'all just sitting here complaining all day, every day about some dumb, trivial shit that you're not going to be able to change.
Right.
So you're not in charge here. So just do what you're told.
Yeah.
Do what you're told to do.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna do it anyway. Because that's your job.
That's what your job is.
So just do what you're told.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean.
Walking around being a nag and just creating a toxic atmosphere. You know?
So I'll be at work now and he'd be like, oh well, I need you to go to this case and do this. All right, cool.
I'm out. I'll go ahead and nail that.
Can you come out of this case and go to this case and bounce around? All right, cool.
Got you.
As long as my time go by, man, I get paid by the hour, bro. I'm not tripping on it. So
you know what I mean. Nothing I'm not capable of doing. So, yeah. Just do the thing and be out, man.
So you know what I mean. Like I said, I think overall, man, my whole outlook on everything is a little bit more positive, and
man, that's good to hear, bro.
Making a lot of positive changes, and you know, just trying to get it, fam.
Yeah, all right, man. Definitely, man. Let's keep doing that, man. Taking care of these kids, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. So what you gotta say to these people?
Shit, I say it's Bootleg Cable Podcast,
and
man.
if y'all can't spell that, man,
something wrong with your ass.
Yeah, man. And with that said, we out, man.
We out.
Peace.